Right, so we're here. It's lovely and sunny, beautiful autumn day. It's very windy. Wind's pretty cold, so I think up on the top is going to be potentially brutal conditions, but we'll see. I say brutal, it's not a storm, but the winds could be brutal, I should say. That's Kevin Crew, where we were last time. We were here, we've parked in Pont Ar Daf. Nice new car park. And there's a link path here. We're following it to Storey Arms, which is about 5 minutes away. And then we're going to take the path up from there to Gyrn. We'll see you in a bit. Maggie getting excited. So anyone wanting to do the walk, you get to a point where you can see the fence there and the gate before it drops down into the brook, and the path peels off here. It's a sort of vague path, but it looks pretty dry at the minute, to be fair. So this is the one. We're going to follow this round, and this should take us next to Gyrn. So Summit's close to this wall, which we have to cross shortly, so we should be there in about 5 minutes. You can imagine that we've completely lost all the tourists now. They're all on the path there. So nice and quiet. And you can see Corndy there. It should be celebrated in its own right as its own mountain. It's absolutely stunning. And it's worth sort of just walking in its own right and appreciating. It is so often overlooked for Pen Milan. So yeah, definitely worth doing it. In some ways, there's aspects of it are more impressive. Right, let's get to this top now. Here it is, Gyrn. I doubt very much visited. Views aren't obviously as good as up on Pen Milan, but it's a new one done. So we're going to head down, and somewhere along there hopefully there's a way to cross over that barbed wire fence. So we've dropped right down into this hollow, so there's going to be a decent climb up onto there in the end. I'm not sure if this is the path I need to take. I think it is, but I'm going to just have a look at the map and we're going to reassess. So found a nice spot for a break, wind sheltered, just sitting on the edge of this peat hag, I think they're called, before climbing up. There won't be anywhere to stop there because it's going to be blowy, so Mag's going to have something to eat. Oh, drop that one. We've got some chicken chunks there and a little bit of Greg's sausage roll from yesterday. Seems to be going down well. Come on, Mags, go up there then. Very comfortable eating position, isn't it? And some tuna. I'm going to have some tuna as well, and we'll catch you in a sec. So we're on the path now, heading for Pen Milan, or Milan. Pen Milan, not sure how it's pronounced. It's spelled Milan, like the place in Italy. So I'll bring you back when we're up there. Majestic views, wonderful. Views over towards Brecon. So that's it there, that's Pen Milan. So unfortunately we've got to drop some altitude to hit that one before a big second climb up. So not ideal, but it should be nice there anyway, I think. Okay, we'll catch you. I'll bring you back when we're at the top of that. It's on the sheep tread path up towards Pen Milan. Lots of slate here. Yeah, it's cool. We should hopefully be there in 5. Featuring us top, Pen Milan. This appears to be the highest point. So that's cool, another one done. And now monster climb up to the top. I'll see you when we're up the top of the ridge again. Got to retrace steps. See you in a minute. It's epic, isn't it, that? A sheer face of Corn D. Absolutely wonderful. I've been here for 15 years, I think, walking around these parts, and it still impresses me. I know there's better and more dramatic mountains in the UK, but in terms of our local ones here in Wales, it's just stunning. Oh, I'm getting a bit tired now. I'm going to hit the obelisk. I can see it, it's just there. I'll be back, bring you back in a minute. There's great views here of Llyn Cwmlwch, can't pronounce that, but magical views. We're just at the Tommy Jones Memorial. I'll just show you that quickly. Just here. It's an obelisk. So Tommy Jones was a little 5-year-old boy who was lost down here in the Cwmlwch, and it's quite tragic because his cousin left him apparently on his own, and he was first time here in Brecon and couldn't find his dad, and was staying in one of these farms and was found 29 days later here, and he climbed all the way up the mountain completely lost, probably panicking, and died of hypothermia and exposure. Apparently he was just wearing a sailor suit, but brought a little tear to my eye reading the story. Horrendous. Just the what's the word, innocence and complete and utter helplessness. You know, I've been up here when I've been scared when the weather's come in, or I'm knackered, and I can't imagine what he was feeling. Didn't even know where he was. So yeah, very, very sad story. So we're going to head up towards the summit now. Starting to see a few tourists. Haven't seen anyone for an hour and a half, which is nice. Just making our way up. So the tourist path intersects there. So there are absolute hordes of people beyond that, as expected. But this way back, no one. Oh, sorry, one person there. Great view of the Western Beacons. Fabulous. Okay, I reckon 20 minutes. 15-20 minutes, we should be up there now. Amazing views. Hard to beat this one in the Beacons. So near the summit now, Corn D. They're the I think they're called cornices, which is where the rock sort of overlaps. See if we can see in more detail. Yeah, formed glacial, I guess. So, almost there. Catch you in a minute. Here at the top. Pen Milan. Another 10 minutes to there, not far. You can see here the cornices and the sheer face of Corn D. Big steep drop down there. And this is one of my favourite views here in the Beacons. Just come round. Amazing, isn't it? So show where we're going from the car park round and up here to Gyrn and across here, then to Pen Milan, which is there, and then along to the obelisk and up here, and then we're going to go down by the motorway path, which is down there. About 40 minutes back, probably, maybe less. A few people up here. That's absolutely brilliant, fantastic. There's no wind up here either. The wind was worse on the ridge. It's beautiful. Just wanted to show you some of the drops. It's cool, isn't it? Massive basin. Right, cool. I'm going to get down. The last view from the summit rocks. This is a kind of western end, I guess, of the top. I'm not doing Pen Milan today. If I wasn't local, then I'd go up there. But I've been up there umpteen times. I don't need to go up there again. I just wanted to enjoy Corn D today as its summit on its own right. There's a beautiful view of the ridges. Lovely. So we're going to head down, and that's the motorway path there. So should be back home fairly soon. Well, not home, but back to the car. Right. Just had a chat to this guy here. Amazing story. His name's Pen Milan, and he is doing a charity challenge where he's going to summit Pen Milan more than 365 times in a year. So that means walking up here every day for a year, and if the weather's horrendous, he's going to have to do it sort of 3 or 4 times on some of the good days in the summer. He's doing it for bowel cancer research, and if you Instagram or Facebook Pen Milan, then it's telling you about the challenge. The current record is 365, so he's going to try and beat that, and ideally he said try and get to 400. I think my knee would explode after about 6 months. But yeah, it's some of my family have been affected by bowel cancer. I lost my gran, and Dan there, who I was chatting to, had lost his wife. So we're going to definitely leave a donation, but I know not many people follow me on here, but anyone could go on Pen Milan Dan and find out more about his challenge, and there's a link to donate there as well. So that would be great. What a brilliant guy. And yeah, it's going to hopefully raise some good money as well for a great charity. Right, see you in a minute. So we've caught up with the man himself, Pen Milan, and he's just going to give us a quick explanation of his important mission and challenge.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, next year, 5th of April, I'll start climbing Pen Milan, and I'll be doing that 2, 3, 4 times a day, as many days as possible over the next 365 days to try and break the current record for the most climbs of Pen Milan in a year. I'm doing it in April because that's Bowel Cancer Awareness Month, and all of this climb will look to raise donations for Bowel Cancer UK, a really important charity, and to raise awareness of bowel cancer, the second biggest killer of cancers in the entire world. So if you can follow me on Instagram at Pen Milan Dan, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan, and we're definitely going to donate, and it's a brilliant mission that you're doing. It's fantastic.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you.
luck with it.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, you'll need it. Yeah. Yeah. Cheers. So we're all done, back at the car park. Yeah, what a great guy. Fantastic, good charity. I lost my grandmother to that illness. So yeah, very good charity, and we were really close. So yeah, it was good. So the weather was unbelievable. So warm. I was in a t-shirt for most of the walk. All I needed was occasional bit of jumper, and that was it. No wind on the top. The wind was worse on the ridge than on the top. So it was, yeah, brilliant walk, well recommended, and we'll be back for more.